get this live going. Okay, Buffs Nation, what is going on? Everybody in the chat. I mean, we're going to have a ton of people listening in on this today. We got 20 different social media accounts connected to this stream. This is going to be fantastic. We got a panel. And we're going to be talking Buffs. So y'all be sure to hit that like. Let me know in the comments where you guys are watching from and whose channel you're watching from as well. A pleasure to have both Rob and Rob from Rawhide Media on the show. Rob, since this is the first time, well, I guess it's the second time you've come on my channel. First time on Rob's. Why don't you give us just a little background on who you are and what people get from you when you come to your channel?
What's up, fellas? Hey, it's your boy Rawhide Media for you, man. Hey, when y'all tune in to me with things, I try to. Well, first, let me just say this, guys. I just want to have a conversation with you guys. If you ever listen to me, you know how I end. Hey, I ain't going to present.
Hey, Rob, I'm sorry, man. I think your mic's kind of cutting in and out right now.
Is it? Let me do some. Yeah. Let me do something. I'll let Rob. I'll let Rob.
All right, well, we'll put him on standby right now. But Rob, man, how are you doing, dude?
Man, I'm doing good. For those who don't know, this is RobDaMan Media, baby. And if you don't know, I always had a bag of popcorn ready to go because it's always entertaining, baby. We got to get it going. But yes, we're live and direct, baby. Let's get it.
Man, let's get it. And y'all let us know if there's anything particular that we want to that you want us to be touching on, hitting on. But man, Rob, we haven't talked about the ASU game together. I mean, man, yes. it was a lot of the same, man. A lot of like, oh my God, is this happening? Oh my God, is this happening? You know, we got the win. It wasn't pretty, but entertaining nonetheless. I'll start with you, Rob, man. Give us just a quick overview of some of the highlights, takeaways that you had from the game with ASU.
Yeah, so a few of my takeaways from that game. We did what we supposed to do. We came there and got the W. For me, I wasn't happy with the way we played, right? Offensively, defensively. We still waiting on that one game to put everything together, right? We still waiting on that one game. I will say this. It's a wake-up call, right? Each week, man, we're expecting this, and this to happen, and we still ain't got this, and this to happen, right? I think we see more things than the coaches see on the field at sometimes. But, hey, it is what it is, man. But definitely, us being 4-2, right? What else could you ask from just being 4-2, already over the win projections. Shout out to everybody that won their money over the weekend for that 3.5. Shout out to y'all, man, because, hey, it was there, baby. It was there to be had. So shout out to them, man. Just expecting a great week from, this Stanford time. But, man, looking back at that, we could definitely play better in all three phases. But shout out to Mr. Mata himself. I don't miss, baby. I don't miss, man. Shout out to him.
Man, I love that, man. With Mata, man, automatic. There's probably a better way to say that. That sounds like a nickname, but Rob, man, let's give this a second. Let's give this a second shot, man. How's that mic sounding over there?
Hey, y'all tell me. Can y'all hear me? How do I sound?
You're good to go, man.
Hey, one.
Crystal
clear, I appreciate
man.
it. Hey, if you don't mind, I'd like to piggyback on what Rob just got through speaking on about winning 4 games. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got paid. You know what I'm saying? I got that paper. You heard me? But you know what I'm saying? But I think what's missed from a lot of people that's watching the Colorado Buffaloes, not us as us fans, but those in the mainstream media. Guys, do you all understand that Colorado, right? If they get this victory, if they get this win on Friday night, they will match the most wins that Colorado has had since 2016. that miracle season. Remember the miracle season? Now, if you take out the miracle season, they will match the most wins that Colorado has had since 2005. I don't think people understand that enough. You know what I mean? All they want to harp on is 1-11. Bro, he has put his hand down somebody's throat and yanked out some of the best coaching that we can have. You feel what I'm saying? Because any team can have a bad season and 1-11, 2-11. But history, nearly 20 years, it's about the match that he can win on Friday. I think that's talked about enough.
They don't talk they don't talk about it because a lot of them are just Prime fans. They just got to see you, so they don't really know the history, the background, things like that. So that takes into a lot of partners. I got asked this question earlier today. Is this a successful season? Yes, it's already been a successful season. We won one game last year. It's already been a successful season. What else, like everything that Coach Prime is doing is just adding, onto the cake, right? We just adding foundation, adding layers into the cake right now. And for Coach Prime, is Coach Prime satisfied? No. Am I satisfied? No. Go get all we can get, because all it's going to do is add on to what we're doing now and bring in more and better recruits. That's all that's going to happen.
Yeah, this year has been incredible. And Rob, you hit on it, man. A lot of people don't understand. It's like, okay, we're going off against, or getting these victories on the road against Arizona State or whatever. And we're, we'll do the Shador, we'll talk a little smack to the fans, all that, man. These guys have beat up on us for our entire time in this conference, man. Basically everybody has. And this is our revenge tour, man, for a lot of these teams before, in some of our cases, before we go our separate ways. It was unfortunate that we couldn't get it done against USC or Oregon. Maybe we'll meet them here in the college football playoff, years down the line or here or so. But man, every victory means a ton. And the fact that we're going to be hopefully at 5 wins, man, I don't know. I mean, I got a little bit of money on that 7 wins and over too, man.
No
just
hope.
to see how that goes.
No hope in that. Win. No hope. Win. It's gonna happen.
That's right, man. Well, okay, let's talk about this, man. Let's just go ahead and get into it. What midseason adjustments? I mean, we gotta make some adjustments here going against Stanford. Rob, I know you've been covering it a little bit. I've already kind of taken a look just briefly at what Stanford does. Rob, I'm not sure how much you've looked into Stanford yet, but what do we need to adjust from Stanford and then moving forward into this bye week? Because we don't have any more gimmies or favored matchups, man. Well, I think we're favored by over 10 points against Stanford. I doubt we come in favored at that level or even favored at all right now with our performances Vegas-wise for any of our matchups after the bye.
The only one we'll be favored in will be Arizona. But go ahead, Rob.
Yeah.
Well, if we're talking about for future and not this next game against Stanford, I guess what I'm thinking, guys, I don't know for I can only give you my opinion, what I project, but I think during that bye week, you may see some adjustments to that offensive line. You may see a replacement for Bailey, because it'll enable you to have enough time, right, to get somebody worked in. You may see a McCrinnon come in, you know what I'm saying? You may see an individual, you may see Young move to guard and put somebody else at tackle. But I think they're going to make an adjustment, right, on that offensive line during this off cycle, and that'll give them an opportunity, right, to get it worked in. That's the biggest adjustment that I think that you'll see.
Hey, you hit it right there in the head. That's where I was going. Don't expect no adjustments to be made this week. It's going to be made after this week. Just because you have that phase. So we're going into that bye week. We got the extra time, the repetition time to really take it to the next level, right? So after the game, they'll probably be off for the weekend and probably come back on Tuesday just to get them 4 days away from football, away from the facilities, away from everything. And all they got to do is just focus on class, come in there, eat, get a little film study in, and they were going to do that to that Tuesday. And then after that, it's time to really make your adjustments, right? What do you want to see for that second half? Because you come down the stretch run. So now, you're looking at the Arizonas, the Oregon States, Washington State, Utah, and I'm missing somebody else off the top of my head. But
you got Oregon State?
Yeah.
Oregon State's homecoming.
Oregon State's the homecoming. We got Arizona,
UCLA.
UCLA. Yes, so that's I missed the first game. So UCLA, right? We can go there. We can take care of business. Is UCLA going to be easy? No, it's not. But with the adjustments, everybody should be back fully healthy. That's been out. That's been banged up. David Connor, he'll be healthy. So we'll see what they do if they redshirt him or if they play him. We'll see that for the second half. So everything is predicated. Yeah, everything's going to be predicated on the bye week, right? Where about everybody at? Are you going to be in game type shape, right? What kind of physical shape you're going to be going to the UCLA game? So this is a huge week for us. Get this big victory. Number 5, 1 game away from being bowl eligible. And I've been saying this month we will be bowl eligible. We will be bowl eligible by the end of this month. And I've been saying it, and it's gonna come to fruition.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more. I mean, listen, if Colorado make it to the bowl, what we mean by that is, if you play to that, you won ball game, right? You're 500 team. I truly believe that once that happens, y'all, Coach is going to be the coach of the year. I mean, this is essentially what Kansas did last year. He will be the coach of the year, hands down. You know what I'm saying? And I throw this in too. Don't let them get to 9 wins. If they get 9 wins, Shedeur Sanders is going to win the Heisman Trophy. Write it down. He's going to win the Heisman Trophy first because they'll 9 wins on his back. You saying he took him to the promised land. And y'all know RG3 won the Heisman Trophy. They only had 9 victories this season. They last one at the last one on the last game of the season against Texas. So they already got a president for my man will be the Heisman Trophy winner. They get the
That's a great point, Raw. I'm sorry, man. You're cutting out again. You might need to rejoin or something, man.
Yeah, you cut out. I picked up like half of everything that you were saying, but my projection for CU is 9-3. So I'm staying with it. I ain't changing.
9-3, man. And I agree. RG3 won a Heisman at 9-3. That's what Rob was getting at. And man, I've talked about this on other channels, separate from Colorado world. They think, man, if Coach Prime can get this team to 9-3, he's a shoo-in for Coach of the Year, and Shedeur has to be right up there for the Heisman, no doubt. Especially as man, the leading passer in FBS football and the most hit. Have we seen anything like crazier than that? How can you not? I don't know. Just be impressed with Shedeur being able to sustain those hits, but I mean, Coach Prime, man, he was done with it post-game. I felt like he kind of reached a breaking point, man, with that line. So even if we're not switching up the offensive line with going into this matchup on Friday on a short week, do you guys see like anything that can be done, to ensure that Shedeur doesn't take a beating this time around? Does Travis Hunter help out with that at all?
Yes, Travis Hunter does definitely help. With that, now what's going to be interesting to see is what do they utilize with Travis Hunter? How do they utilize Travis Hunter? I said this. I think that they should use Travis Hunter more like a Tyreek Hill, the way Miami Dolphins move him around, put him in the backfield, put him in the slot, put him on the outside, move him around on the field so people don't get comfortable. But with Travis Hunter coming back, teams can't do what they've been doing to us the last 3 games. And that's blanketing Weaver. That's doubling Jimmy in the slot. You can't do that no more because now you got Travis Hunter matched up one-on-one with a safety or outside linebacker. We're going to take that every day, all day, Sunday, every day, Monday through Sunday. So you can't do what you've been doing. You can't play the same way you've been playing over these last couple of weeks because Travis Hunter been out because you don't have that threat on the other side. So having, Weaver and Horn on the same side, now you got Travis Hunter and you got Miller or Javon Antonio on the other side. So you got your 2x2 set. So now you can't double. You're gonna have to play man up. So it's definitely gonna open up the field. And the person that benefits the most by Travis Hunter coming back is gonna be Jimmy Horn.
Yeah, man. How do I sound now? Do I sound better?
Yeah, you sound better.
Okay. Let me ask y'all guys a question. Do Rob and David, do y'all really do y'all think that Travis Hunter going to play both ways this game against Stanford? You think he's going to play both ways?
I wonder about how much they'll play him on defense though, because Stanford, man, sometimes they'll bring in these jumbo packages. I don't know how many snaps we'll see him on the field regarding defense. Just because of the different personnel packages they'll be running. But, I could just be, someone that's proved wrong and he could just play, lock down that number 1 wide receiver, even if they're only running 1 wide receiver out of there most of the time. I don't know. You've had a longer chance to look at this, Rob. What are your thoughts?
Yes. My thoughts on it, right? Travis Hunter will play both ways. Otherwise, they're not gonna put him out there. If he can't play both ways, they ain't gonna put him out there. That's just how Prime operates. When it comes to Travis Hunter and players like that, if you're not 100%, he's not gonna let you be a liability. So, um, it does benefit for us from playing offense and defense. But I do think I do believe once they go to their 3 tight end set at Stanford, they had a 1 wide receiver. They're just gonna leave Travis Hunter on the island by himself, and he's gonna take that 1 receiver, and then we're gonna have less DBs on the field because we're gonna have to go with that more 50 front, having 5 down linemen, and 3 linebackers. We're gonna have to put more big players out there this week playing against Stanford. So I do believe he's gonna play both ways.
How much do y'all think we'll hear from or see from Alton McCaskill this week? I know Coach Prime said in his presser that you should see some more. Are we thinking like him to be that primary back with Hankerson right now, or how are you guys interpreting that?
I think you're going to see, as you mentioned, Coach Prime already talked about. You'll see a lot more of him this upcoming game. I hope I still sound good, guys. Y'all put your hand up if I don't. But I think you're going to see a lot more of them. I think sometimes, I don't know if. What about now? I don't think.
Cut out, Rob. I'm sorry,
yeah,
man.
You start out good, and then they just like start fading out. I'll say this. I think you'll see on a scale of like 1 to 5 how much you will see more of Alton McCaskill. I'll say 4 out of 5 in that situation. But I think Hankerson starts, and then they're gonna try to rotate Otto in as that second back, and then bring Dylan Edwards in more situational base now. Now, I do say with Travis Hunter coming back, that's a benefit to us, both in the running game and the passing game. Because now you can't load up the box to come after Shedeur, right? You can't blitz. So it should open up a foundation for us to be able to run the ball in a positive